What you're looking at right now is not a real person, at least not in the way you think. This entire video, the face, the voice, the way my lips are moving right now as you're watching this, all of it created using AI. And here's the part that should probably concern you a little bit. Most people watching this right now can't tell the difference anymore. No camera, no studio lights, no retakes. No, hold on guys, let me fix my hair and try that again. I created this entire avatar in less than 10 minutes using one single platform called OpenArt. And once you see how stupidly simple this process actually is, you're probably never going to look at content creation the same way again. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be able to create AI avatars that look real, sound natural, and sync perfectly to whatever voice you want. If you want to follow along, sign up with OpenArt through the link in the description. Let's go. Everything starts with the image, and this is where 90% of people completely mess this up before they even get to the lip sync part. If your base image looks fake, or overly stylized, or just off, then your final video is going to look fake no matter how good the lip sync technology is. So here's exactly how I create avatar images the right way in OpenArt. Once you're logged into OpenArt, look at the left sidebar. You'll see different options there. Click on Image, then click Create Image. Now this next part is critical, so don't skip this. You need to choose a photorealistic or realistic human model, not anime style, not heavily stylized art, not something that looks cool but obviously digital. The goal here is pure realism. Why does this matter so much? Because lip sync algorithms work best when the AI clearly understands actual human facial structure, real lips, real jawline, real cheeks, those subtle expressions that happen when people talk. Next comes the prompt, and you don't need anything crazy complicated here. Here's what I describe every single time. A front-facing person looking directly at the camera with natural skin texture, soft, even lighting, and a neutral expression or very slight smile. Nothing exaggerated, nothing dramatic. This matters more than you think. If you generate an avatar with a huge smile or an intense expression, the lip sync is going to look unnatural once the mouth starts moving. You want a relaxed, neutral base that gives the technology room to add natural movement. I also always specify a simple background. Plain, clean, nothing busy. If OpenArt has an auto-enhance option available, I turn it on. This helps refine the prompt interpretation and clean up small details in the final image. For resolution, I always choose widescreen or high-resolution output. This gives you better quality and more breathing room once the avatar starts moving and talking. Then I hit generate. And here's something most people miss. I generate multiple images, not just one. You're not looking for perfection, you're looking for natural. Once the images finish generating, I look through them carefully and ask myself one simple question. If this person started talking right now, would I believe it? The image that feels the most realistic, the most relaxed, the most human, that's the one I select. And that image becomes the foundation for everything else we're about to do. Now comes the part where this really gets interesting. We're going to turn that static image into a talking avatar with perfect lip sync, and we're doing it right inside OpenArt. Go back to the left sidebar, and this time click on Video. From there, you'll see an option for Lip Sync Video. Click that. For the model selection, choose OpenArt Lip Sync. This is their dedicated lip sync engine, and after testing everything available, this is hands down the best one for natural mouth movement and realistic facial micro-expressions. Now upload the avatar image you just created, the one you carefully selected. Now it's time to add the voice. And this is where the magic happens. OpenArt gives you a few different options. You can record audio directly in the platform. You can type text and have it generate audio for you. Or you can upload your own audio file. Here's what I personally recommend, and this is a pro tip that makes a massive difference. Generate your voice using 11 Labs first. Then, upload that audio file into OpenArt. And here's the insider detail most people don't know. OpenArt actually uses 11 Labs internally for their audio generation anyway. So you might as well go straight to the source. Pick the exact voice you want. Dial in the tone. Dial in the delivery style. Then bring that polished audio file back into OpenArt. It takes maybe a few extra minutes, but the difference between pretty good AI voice and, wait, is this a real person talking? Is absolutely worth those 5 minutes. So here's the flow. Go to 11 Labs, generate your voiceover, download the audio file, come back to OpenArt, and upload it. Clean audio makes a huge difference in the final result. Better audio quality equals better lip sync accuracy. Once your audio is uploaded, all that's left to do is click Create. Now you wait. Processing time depends on how long your audio is, but usually it's just a few minutes. And while it's rendering, let me tell you what's happening behind the scenes. OpenArt is analyzing your audio waveform at an incredibly detailed level. It's mapping every single phoneme, every syllable, every pause, to the exact corresponding mouth shape. It's adding natural head movement. It's triggering eye blinks at realistic intervals. It's creating subtle micro-expressions that match the emotional tone of the voice. All the tiny details that make humans look human when they talk. When the processing finishes, preview the result.
Hey, my name is Alina, and I'm an AI avatar created by Dan using OpenArt, sync up with the link in description to create most realistic avatar like me.
The first time I saw this work properly, I genuinely just stared at my screen. The lips are perfectly synced, and I don't mean close, I mean perfect. Every word, every sound, every pause, it's all there, exactly where it should be. But what really blew my mind were the details I wasn't even expecting. The face doesn't stay frozen except for the mouth. There are micro-expressions happening. The eyebrows shift slightly when the voice emphasizes something. The head tilts naturally during pauses. The eyes blink at random intervals instead of that creepy, unblinking AI stare. This doesn't look like an AI reading off a teleprompter. This genuinely looks like a real person talking to a camera. And that's the difference between a novelty tool you use once and forget about, and a platform like OpenArt that completely changes how you approach content creation. I can sit down at midnight, write a script, generate the voice in 11 Labs, create the avatar video in OpenArt, and have a finished, professional-looking video ready to publish by 1 a.m. without ever turning on a single light, without touching a camera. Here's what this OpenArt workflow unlocks that most people don't realize yet. Speed. You can go from script to finished avatar video in under 30 minutes. Compare that to traditional filming, where you're spending an hour just on setup and recording. Consistency. Your avatar doesn't have bad lighting days. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't need to reschedule because life got in the way. Every single video looks professional and polished every single time. Scalability. Want to publish daily? You can. Want to create 50 videos this month? Nothing's stopping you. You're not limited by your own physical energy anymore. But here's the real unlock that nobody's talking about yet. You can create different avatars for different niches. You can run multiple channels with completely different faces. You can localize content by keeping the same avatar and just swapping the audio track in different languages. The creative possibilities are honestly kind of insane once you realize you're not tied to your own face and voice anymore. Here's what I need you to understand. We're at this weird inflection point right now where AI avatars just cross the line from obviously fake to genuinely can't tell the difference. That window where you can be early to this technology and have an advantage, it's closing fast. 6 months from now, everyone's going to be using this. The creators who figure out OpenArt now and build their systems around it are the ones who are going to have a massive head start. So if you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but camera anxiety was holding you back, this is your way in. If you've been struggling to stay consistent because filming is exhausting, this is your solution. If you've been wanting to scale your content output but you're completely maxed out on time, this is how you break through that ceiling. I've put my link to OpenArt in the description below this video. If you want to create your own AI avatar with perfect lip sync, sign up with OpenArt through that link right now. The entire workflow happens in one platform. Avatar image creation, lip sync video, all in OpenArt. Go try this for yourself. Create your avatar image, run it through the lip sync tool, see what you get. I think you're going to be genuinely shocked at how real it looks. And if you want to see more behind the scenes breakdowns of how I'm using AI tools to build and scale my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm breaking down a new workflow every single week. That's the complete system. That's how I create AI avatars with perfect lip sync using OpenArt. I'll see you in the next one.